Hey mathematicians, let's do your homework. Okay, so we have Mr. Wong buying coffee. He bought 3 8/10 pounds of coffee, and it costs $5.95 a pound, or per pound, for every 1 pound. How much will he pay for the coffee? So he's got a pound of coffee here, that's $5.95. A pound of coffee here, that's $5.95. A pound of coffee here, that's $5.95. And 8/10 of a pound of coffee here, which is going to be like 0.8 of $5.95. So you can add them up, you can multiply it just as one whole multiplication problem. I would probably do it that way. I'd say $5.95 times 3.8. Notice I am not stacking my decimals. I'm not adding extra zeros to make sure they're lined up. You can do that, but you're just adding more work to your problem. You do not need to stack your decimals when you multiply them. That's only for adding and subtracting. So you're going to multiply. You can even pretend that the decimals aren't here. And then when you have your final answer, you're going to put a decimal in 1, 2, 3 places from the end in towards the front. All right, next one. A taxi from the local airport charges a fee of $5 plus 55 cents per 1/4 of a mile. How much will it cost to travel 9 miles? So let's see. If this is 1 mile, from 0 to 1 mile, and 1/4 of it costs 55 cents, your first job should be to figure out how much does 1 mile cost? If this is 55 cents, if this is another 55 cents, and another one, and another one, how much is 1 mile? So you can add them, or you can say 55 cents times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2. 4 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 1, 2 spaces, 1, 2 spaces. So it costs $2.20 a mile. You went 9 miles. So you're going to do $2.20 times 9. Get your answer, but then don't forget to add your fee of $5. So that's oftentimes like, most people don't take taxis anymore. A taxi used to be like just the starting fee, because then even if you didn't go very far, you, as a taxi driver, would still get paid. This can kind of be like a service charge on an Uber or a Lyft. You pay a little bit in addition to how long your trip is. So find this answer and then add $5 to it to get your final answer. A gallon of water weighs approximately 8.4 pounds. An aquarium tank holds 10.5 gallons when it's filled to capacity. How much will the water in that aquarium weigh? So here's my aquarium. An aquarium is a tank for fish. There's a little fishy. Okay, so if there are 10.5 gallons times 8.4 pounds per gallon, that's going to give you an answer in pounds. It just so happens that my decimals stack here. It is not required of a decimal multiplication problem. Gasoline costs $3.28 per gallon. It took 16.5 gallons to fill Steve's tank. How much did gasoline cost? So if you are repeatedly putting a gallon and another gallon and another gallon and another gallon 16.5 times, you are going to multiply those two numbers. Don't stack your decimals, just stack the digits, line them up, and then you can put your decimal back in later. Last but not least, which of the following statements is true? Dividing a number by 2 is equivalent to multiplying times a half. I don't know. Multiplying a number times 3 is equivalent to dividing by 3. Dividing a number by 1.5 is the same as multiplying by 3/2. Dividing a number by 2/3 is the same as multiplying it by 2/3. So we know that multiplication and division are inverse operations, opposites. That means that you can do the opposite operation, but you kind of have to do the opposite of the number as well, or the inverse or the reciprocal of that number. So make sure the option that you choose is not just saying two different operations with the exact same number, because that would not be equivalent. So figure that one out, and you are done with your homework.